Hi everyone, today we got some interesting news. It seems that Google just bought HTC's employees for $1.1 billion. Now to start off, this is just the employees, but that also means the people behind the design and behind HTC itself. But today I'm actually going to talk about why I think HTC is in this situation and why they are really struggling. So to start off, we have to look at the past and what made HTC and their HTC M7 and generally the M series stand out overall. The phones were different because they had dual front-facing speakers, but also a unique camera with ultra pixel, and also being a very early adopter of the dual camera. And combined with the dual speakers and their build quality, HTC was a competitor to phones like Samsung and LG when it came to the phone itself. It still didn't sell as much, but it stood out and you wanted to know how it compared to your brand. But lately they are falling behind and lost what made them unique. To start off, they ditched the dual front-facing speakers that people loved so much. So they already removed that fan base that loved that part of the phone itself. There were a lot of people that actually just bought that phone for those dual front-facing speakers. But not only that, their design is pretty far behind. Yes, the HTC U11 has a cool effect on the back, but overall the design looks pretty cheap compared to what we have out there, with the camera looking weird on the HTC U11 for some reason. On the front it even seems older, with having quite some bezels on there. And with phones like Samsung, Xiaomi, LG and more adopting those bezel-less design, they are just pretty far behind. Even cheaper brands for like $150 have this bezel-less design idea. And while I'm not the biggest fan of this bezel-less design, I do think that they should at least make it less. Because on the HTC U11 it's still much too much and it doesn't look pleasing at the front at all, and that is the part that you mostly look at. Now for instance, with the Xiaomi Mi Mix we have this crazy bezel-less design, and even with the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2 it's more, and we have the Essential phone and so on. The Xiaomi Mi Mix, by the way, is now also for sale at Gearbest.com, but I will place a link in the description for you to check it out. Again though, back to the point. So overall it's the design that makes them fall behind, but also what they pack. But let's look at why others stand out. So Samsung for instance, they are known for their design, great build quality and great camera. They are early adopters of every single cool new thing in design terms and in hardware terms. LG is also somewhat unique with their dual camera setup and their wide angle, which is praised by a lot of reviewers. And for Xiaomi for instance, it's the price. It's much cheaper than for instance the Samsung or the LG. But what does HTC have to stand out? They removed the headphone jack. They really don't have a big battery for their bigger designs. Their designs are behind. But the price, well, it costs the same as the Samsung and the LG. So why would you then buy HTC? What makes you look at HTC when you can simply get that at your current brand that you already trust? If you want to have new buyers, you have to have something that makes you stand out. And HTC honestly doesn't have that. The one cool thing that people are talking about when it comes to HTC is that solar red of the U11. Well, it's cool. It's not enough for people to say, hey, let's go with HTC instead of the brand that I'm with. Overall, it seems that HTC is shooting for Samsung, it's shooting for LG, but they aren't doing anything to actually shoot with. It's an empty gun and it doesn't do anything. So my question is to you, why do you think that HTC is falling behind and is forced to actually sell their employees to stand up? Let me know in the comments below and talk to you in the next. Have a good one.